Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you would never ask. Today is Thursday. It's the 23rd day of September. Today is National Checkers/Dogs in Politics Day.
Checkers?
Checkers was the name of Franklin Roosevelt's dog.
Oh.
So it's Dogs in Politics Day.
Okay.
Or Checkers Day. National Great American Pot Pie Day. Ooh,
You
man,
love
I'm
pot
a fan.
pies.
I grew up with those. We had pot pies like a couple times a month, at least. I always still just love them. National Snack Stick Day today. I'm pretty sure I like those too, if it's what I think it is. National Teal Talk Day today. Don't know what that is.
Not sure what that is.
Restless Leg Awareness Day. I've struggled with that before, and that is, that's
It is
tough.
not fun.
And Energize Day today. All of those things happening on this Thursday. And I am super excited for my Dear John letter today. It's from Super Single. It's a young man who's looking for love. And I posted this on our Facebook page, and there's some great advice on there. And the cool thing is, the reason I said I'm super excited, I know a lot of people are in the same boat.
Yep.
So we could all kind of work together to help one another. So on our Facebook page, you can chime in at facebook.com/JohnandHeidiShow.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. A survey commissioned by Oxygen, I'm thinking that's a company, probably not the element,
Sure.
found exercising to be 1 to 3 times per week. It increases our happiness by 25%.
I would agree with that.
But exercising at least 4 times per week, our happiness jumps to 75%.
Ooh.
So they're saying 4 times a week is like the special level that you need to do.
Nice.
Exercise. I think we should do that. I only need to do exercise 4 times a week now to get caught up to that level. I don't exercise now. A survey of homeowners find it takes an estimated $33,000 of renovations to achieve the perfect home. The survey found 38% consider their property to be perfect, and they were completely happy with their abode by age 43. Renovating the kitchen had the biggest impact, by the way, 42%, followed by the living room makeover of 32% and a bathroom makeover at 26%. Little things make a big difference, by the way. A can of paint is like $20. Or you can do like Heidi does, find a mismatched or whatever it's called.
I like to buy the mist tints.
She does. Mist tints for like $10.
Yep.
You can paint a room. You have a whole new room.
If you can find a decent... I mean, you can't just go and buy mist tints willy-nilly. You got to know what you're doing.
There you go. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. BetterCreditCards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
This is your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by TimeForRehab.com. The Sioux Falls, South Dakota Police Department arrested a man after they found him after hours inside a bar with a beer in his hand. 53-year-old man arrested at 5:30 in the morning.
Oh, boy.
The man was charged with first-degree burglary and booked into the Minnehaha County Jail. A burglary alarm went off, notified police of a possible occupant at the bar. Once they arrived, they found a man who was walking around inside the bar drinking a beer. Police were unsure.
Making himself at home.
Yeah, they were unsure how the 53-year-old man made his way into the bar. Forced entry was not a factor in the man getting into the bar, so the door had been left open or something.
Or he just kind of hid out somewhere when they left for the night.
Or maybe he was passed out somewhere. Who knows? But there you go. What an interesting story. That is... Oh, but he was arrested, by the way, so he got himself into trouble. That is what happens when your brain is on drugs.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Johnny Knoxville. According to new data, he is the one who racked up the highest medical bills in the TV show that he did and the movies that they had done. There's a whole crew of them. I'm not going to say the name of the show because there's some on this program who would not like that.
Okay.
But there's a team at Nova Legal Funding. They put together an injury-rich list for all of the members of that cast. Johnny Knoxville came in first place. How much do you suppose his medical bills were?
Oh my gosh, I couldn't even begin.
$8.66 million.
Holy cow.
That's a lot of medical bills. I don't know what all he did to need that much in medical bills.
Oh, I've seen what they did.
It was really dumb
They're
stuff.
Those guys are in a lot of pain now, too.
Oh, yeah.
It's awful.
I did an interview with Steve-O, and he doesn't drink anymore. He's cleaned up his life, and he's like, oh, yeah, I made a lot of bad choices.
Yeah.
Paul Schrader, who co-wrote Raging Bull, Martin Scorsese's big film, disagrees with Martin Scorsese because Martin Scorsese does not like the Marvel movies. Well, this guy goes, yeah, they're pretty good. So
okay,
that's news.
Super important.
And TikTok star Addison Rae has signed a Netflix movie deal. So as long as they can make that movie 7 seconds long, she'll be fine. Thanks for what is this called? Oh, big screen, little screen. There you go.
Thanks for the big screen, little
Thanks
screen.
for listening to Big Screen, Little Screen. See, I don't have a Netflix deal. That's why. Now you know. I can't even do 5 seconds. You're listening to The John and Heidi Show.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. Britney Spears is now engaged to be married. Online,
she is.
It was really interesting. Somebody said, yeah, she learned a lot from this whole not having some man in charge of her affairs. So now she's marrying some man and he's going to be in charge of her
who
affairs.
Who says he's going to be in charge of anything?
I don't know. I just said, let the lady just leave Britney alone. A new Mercedes-Benz vehicle can read the mind of the driver and adjust the car settings according to their thoughts.
Okay.
Not a fan of this plan. Not a fan.
At some point, we got to just stop.
I'd be driving down the road and my car would pull into every fast food place. Uh-huh. Although now it does almost every fast food. It's like every third fast food place now. American drivers spend an average
of
more
I think about some other drivers on the road,
like to just smash into them.
Bad idea.
Yeah. American drivers spend an average of 17,600 minutes behind the wheel. What are we doing? Average men report driving 2,314 more miles than women, spending 18% more time behind the wheel. Seniors over the age of 75 drive fewer miles than teenagers. Drivers age 30 to 49 drive an average of 13,506 miles, more than any other group. So the 30 to 49-year-olds doing the most driving. Over here, drivers who report living in rural areas drive more miles. Well, of course they do. Motorists in the Midwest and the southern regions drive more miles than people in the Northeast. On average, Americans drive the most during the fall, so like October, November, and December.
Okay.
At 31.5 miles a day, and they drive the least during the winter, January, February, March, only 26.2 miles per day.
Okay.
So, interesting stuff. I've got all of that in the show notes if you want to read any of that. And I'm not sure why, but a new company says they're working on bringing back the woolly mammoth.
Oh, good Lord.
What do we need the woolly mammoth for? I just think that's a bad idea. Have you ever seen Jurassic Park?
I think things are extinct for a reason.
I'm just saying. I watched that movie and the follow-up movies, and never once did I go, we should do that.
We should totally do this. What a great idea.
All right. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
It's time right now for
Dear John Letters.
Dear John, dear John.
I'm really really excited for the letter today, Heidi.
Okay.
I think we can make a difference in someone's life today.
Okay.
I'm serious. When we started the Dear John letters, why did we start this? So it could be silly. Remember that?
Yes.
That was the whole plan. Can you believe it's been years we've been doing this?
I know, and the letters are not usually very silly.
They're pretty darn serious.
I know.
So anybody that's got a silly letter, send it my way. But I do like this one because I think we could change the life of someone listening today.
Okie doke.
And I think this applies to probably far more people than most of us would ever even think. Here we go. Dear John, I've been listening for a while now. I've typed this letter a few times and deleted it before sending. I'm almost 30 years old. I've never been married or even really dated anyone. I've put everything else first in my life, and now I wonder if that was a mistake. Last year, I lost my job. It was due to COVID, due to the company closing, and we all lost our jobs. I've already been hired at a new company, and it was really a blessing. But it also made me wonder why I put everything else before my own happiness. I'm going to be 30 soon, and every one of my friends and relatives were married and have kids. I had a great job that didn't mean that much when the company closed. Now I'm trying to figure out how to even meet people who are my age or even close and single. I've had friends try to set me up before, and that seemed really weird. I'm not really sure what I'm asking for, which is why I've deleted this message so many times before. But any advice for a single dude in 2021? Signed, Super Single. First of all, thank you for sending that. And I can understand why you would type it and go, no. I'm just
right.
gonna, and then, no, because he's going, I don't want to be set up. I'm not looking for that.
Right.
But I think sometimes it helps just to say, here's what I'm thinking. And I can absolutely agree when you're talking about I gave all of my time and myself and my extra stuff to this company. And then the company, again, it wasn't their fault, but they closed. And then all of that extra stuff.
Yep.
And I can tell you, I know people who did that for a company, and then they decided, I'm going to start my own business, and I'm going to give all of that extra stuff to myself in my company that I own. And it was a huge blessing in their life. So, again, you want to be...
This has nothing to do with what he asked.
But no, again, what I'm saying is I can relate to that, and I can understand that. Because, again, instead of giving all of yourself to some company, to be able to say, I'm going to do something to make myself happy. Sure. One of the things that I would do is see if there are other people where you work that are single, and whether it's men that are single and you guys kind of hang out together and go do stuff. Here's the thing that I would not do. I would not go to work and go home and go to work and go home and go to work and go home. Unless you plan on meeting somebody at work, which again, you could do, or meeting somebody at home. If you're in an apartment complex or something, you could maybe do that. But the chances of somebody kicking your front door down and making you go out to the movies with them are pretty low.
Right.
That doesn't happen. It just doesn't. And if it did, you probably wouldn't want to spend time with that person.
Exactly.
I'm here. Who are you? I don't know. Where is this going to go? We're going to
Get
the
in the car.
But there are singles groups. There are things that singles can do. And I know several people. And this is something my wife and I have had this conversation. We've got a son that's not quite 30, he's mid-20s, who's single. And I know that, again, this is something that I bet there's a lot of people in the same situation where they've they have put other things first in their life.
Right.
Whether it's, a job, a career, or whatever, some other thing that's come first, and then they kind of take the back seat themselves. One of the things that I would encourage you to do as well, Super Single, is check out the comments on our Facebook page, because there's some really good advice there. I always feel silly because we answer these Dear John letters and we try our very best, but we're not trained professionals.
No.
We have very little training in this.
I know that surprises most of you, but...
Very little training in any of this. As a matter of fact, none. Zero training in any of that. But we do our very best to at least give people the opportunity. And if you would like to chime in with some advice for Super Single, I guarantee it would be welcome. And there are probably even opportunities for people right through that. Through if you're on there, if you're single and you chime in going, I can relate, I'm also single. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're going, somebody please ask me out. But just chime in and let folks know, because there might be another person that goes, oh wow, I should reach out to that person. Chime in with an answer, if nothing else. And who knows? Maybe you'll meet the person of your dreams. How cool would that be?
That would be cool.
All because of a Dear John letter. That would be really neat. Chime in with your advice if you'd like at facebook.com/JohnandHeidiShow.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
I'm going to ask you this in the form of a question. How long would it take 5 hungry piranhas to completely devour a horse? How long? Five hungry piranhas. How long would it take them to completely devour a horse?
45 minutes.
No. Fun fact is, it would take 5 hungry piranhas about 7 minutes to completely devour a horse. Yeah, 7 minutes. That's not very long. So how long would it take 7 hungry piranhas? I'm just kidding. I don't know any of that. But now we do know that fun fact. That is the fun fact for this Thursday. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, RadioTravelGroup.com presents a news headline from somewhere in this world. Dateline Russia. Russian President Vladimir Putin is self-isolating as a precaution after several members of his inner circle got COVID-19.
Oh.
But he has tested negative and is absolutely healthy, according to the Kremlin. They did not say how long he would remain in self-isolation, but they assured the leader will continue to work as usual. So he'll have to do all of his, I was trying to think, what do they call it when he has people killed? Assassinations?
Assassinations?
That's not right, though. There's a different word.
I don't know
what the word is. Well, that joke didn't really work.
That landed well.
He's going to have to do that from a distance. Going to watch it on a Zoom call. Firing squad? Yeah, okay.
Gosh.
I'm moving on. Thanks for listening. I apologize. I should not even be here today.
Sleepy today.
Every single
something.
joke I've tried has just failed. So I apologize to everyone. Thank you. Have a great day.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. A Florida mother arrested for allegedly helping her son and his friend beat up another child.
Oh, good Lord.
30-year-old Ashley Ruffin accused of grabbing a boy by his arm and holding him back while her son and another bully hit him. The victim told police that he was sitting with his friends outside of a sports complex when he was attacked by the two boys. His friend ran over to help. At some point during the scuffle, the victim said Ruffin restrained him, so the mother held him down, allowing the son and the other boy to continue pummeling him.
Jeez.
The other person's story corroborated the first boy's story, and they're like, yeah, that's exactly what happened. Ruffin was hit with battery and child abuse charges.
I would
denied
hope so.
that she tried to hurt a child and claimed a Facebook Live video. She said on there that she was only trying to pull her son away from the altercation.
Yep.
Authorities say the juveniles involved may also face battery charges. So
they should.
And somebody else says, I doubt this mother is going to be the mother of the year. We'll put it that way. Weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Now your moment of duh, brought to you by BetterResultsAdvertising.com. A Florida man arrested on charges that he exposed himself at various toll collectors' booths over a week span. What the what? Mark Anthony Filiaw was booked into the jail 7 different times in 3 days. At about 7 a.m., he entered the cash lane at toll plazas. Toll workers said the man was sitting there with no clothing on at all. He was identified through a photo comparison and his identity matched. Filiaw faces multiple charges of indecent exposure.
Well, there you go. Everybody needs a hobby.
Yeah. This guy needs a life is what he needs. Don't do that. That's just dumb. It's why it is today's Moment of Da.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for Is It a Golf Course or Is It a Rehab Center? Brought to you by TimeForRehab.com. Heidi, are you ready for this?
I suppose.
Riverbank in Laconia, New Hampshire. Riverbank, one word. Is it a golf course or is it a rehab center?
I'm going to say that's a golf course.
Oh.
Really?
It's a rehab center. I was all ready for that, too. I was going to clap and everything. I had my hands on my clapping. Is that why you did that? Because you thought it was going to be a golf clap? I clap for both, though.
I know you do.
All right.
Yeah.
But not today. No clap for you.
I guess.
That is a rehab center. That is how we play. Is it a golf course or is it a rehab center? Brought to you by TimeForRehab.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up with some good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. I love this story. Professor holds student's baby during class after she couldn't find a sitter. Lincoln University student showed up to class with a baby. She said, I was going to miss a class because I can't find a babysitter. The teacher said, no, you come in. So the 21-year-old student showed up at the science class, and the professor, Dr. Akil Dix, D-I-X, said that, you come in, I'll help. And he was actually in this photo here. He's holding the baby, teaching a class. He said, I'm not going to have one of my students miss my class because they have no one to watch their child. That is not an option for me. So she brings the kid to class. He's teaching class. He's holding the baby. Looks like the baby's having a blast, too.
How sweet is that?
Yeah, and there's a photo here. He's won an award for being an outstanding teacher.
Oh, clearly.
And this guy, the photo here, he looks like one of the nicest dudes ever, by the way. He just looks like a super nice dude. He says, I will never have a student miss class because they have no one to keep their kids, he wrote on Instagram. I will hold Dr. Dick's daycare in the back of my class before I allow them to miss class. Days like this make me fall in love with what I do. His last name is Dix, D-I-X.
I know.
It just sounds kind of fun.
Just for future reference, if you're looking for a daycare, maybe don't look for one with that particular name.
And yeah, you might want to come up with something else. Dr. Akil's. I don't know. It is definitely time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Yes, it is. Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Thursday.